judged from the perspective of...
I like the fact that we are influential as professors of a degree which is so important, because there's no other profession in the United States that has the power to take away a person's life or freedom. And so I want students to recognize that and recognize their role in society, which is vital. My name is Dr. Callie Shaw, and I'm an assistant professor of criminal justice here at TAMU-CC. I've been teaching here at TAMU-CC for almost 3 years. The person who inspired me to be a professor was my mom. She was a professor, and so I grew up on a college campus. This feels like home to me, to be surrounded by students in the classroom, talking and lecturing and all that fun stuff.
Callie's dedication stands out to me in terms of her teaching style. It's her dedication to one-on-one interactions with the student, her dedication to listening to students, her dedication to giving them experiential opportunities, her dedication to finding collaborations that benefit them.
I love teaching at A&M-Corpus Christi specifically because it is home. I grew up in Corpus. And so when I look out into my classroom of students, I see myself. And so with each of my students, I take the time out to give them guidance, because especially knowing that a significant portion of our students are first-generation students, I strive to give that mentorship to any student who seeks it and needs it. And I hope they enjoy it, and I hope it helps.
What I admire most about Dr. Shaw is not only her teaching abilities and the content of her classes, but also she has been a great mentor to me. She has motivated me to aim high, not settling for the easy, quick fix. I've come to Dr. Shaw for a lot of advice throughout my final years here.
I love the way she teaches. It's just so enlightening. It's so fun. She makes everything fun, and it's just such an enticing way to learn.
I admire most Callie's positivity. She has a true joy over the successes of others, and she expresses it fully in a way that a lot of us don't. And her positivity creates an atmosphere that makes people feel creative, and it really makes people grow.
Every single time that I've gone to her office hours for advice, for feedback, or even just to share a story, all of those interactions I've left with something new. Without her guidance and advice, I don't think I would be here today.
I think in particular today, distinguishing between misinformation and disinformation is such an important tool for students to learn. I Know is a phenomenal program. I had never heard of it before until I came to this university, and I think it's so direly needed. When you think about I Know, it teaches students in particular how to distinguish between good information, ones that you're like, that's A-okay, rock on with that, or bad information, ones that you should say, okay, pump the brakes. What, is that true? Is that statistic valid? Is that reliable? Where is that coming from? So they start to ask the deeper questions. Ready?
Dr. Shaw's Islander impact is student engagement. It's handing out binders to students that gives a semester by semester play-by-play to get them into law school after they graduate. It's creating 8 or 9 opportunities for them to visit locations or hear from an expert or talk about internships with someone that's an expert in the field. It is creating collaborative workshops that involves real live actors and virtual reality so that future police officers learn how to de-escalate scenes. That is Callie Shaw's Islander impact. She is all in on student engagement.
I love using the virtual reality lab for learning. It's so neat because I'm not technically savvy at all, but Joseph Doan is. We decided, wouldn't it be cool if we collaborated? Because today, our students, especially criminal justice students, they need practical experience, but that may not always be possible. And he has something that can give them that experience, which is virtual reality. And so this marriage between our departments, I think, is just a fantastic way of showing that instead of staying in our bubbles, we need to branch out and start reaching out to other departments for things that they're good at. Anything that we do with other departments will only benefit us in the long run, and not just us, but our students.
Callie reminds me to look to the positive and to be optimistic.
There's never a dull day with Dr. Shaw.
I admire her love of learning.
I teach because I love it. Honestly, there's something to be said for having a quality of life in a profession, and I can honestly say that I get excited to come to work. I love seeing my students. I know it may sound cheesy, but I get jazzed like when they come to my office and they just want to talk. And if they have a problem, I know that if I don't know the answer, I can help them find it. If I can go home and say, I've helped somebody, then that's a good day. And that is why I teach.